inside my own world of make-believe.
What's up guys, welcome back to another video, and today we're going to be checking out Diablo 4, and this is the very first time I'm loading it here on the OLED Steam Deck. We actually have it downloading it here on the LCD version. We're going to check to see how they both look side by side. Oop. Oh wow, we're at 50 frames. Okay, so this is the first thing I'm gonna do is I want to look at the menus. 1200 by 800. Oh, the preset was already on high. Okay, so all we're gonna do is turn it to FSR 1 and let's just see if we see a difference. We're getting 70, 72, 74 frames. It's pretty cool. Okay, 74, 72. It looks pretty good. Just walking around. Let's mess with it a little bit more. Okay, let's just do FSR 2. Oh, okay, so that means the background's less blurry. So if we increase the background, our frame rate drops, and that's probably just because we are rendering the background. Let's put this back down to, was it 8? Yeah, frame rate went up. Okay, so I think I don't like FSR 2. We're gonna just do it without FSR on. You can see the FSR, you see the tearing in between everything. There you can really see the FSR issues right there. Now we got multiple things on the screen, and I can't stand it at times. You see that it's just a light tearing on it, and it's very minimal. Okay, so right here you don't see that anymore. You see that tear? There's no tearing around the edges. And for me, honestly, even though we get better frame rate and everything, that tearing really breaks my immersion because all I see is the tearing now. So definitely, let's see if we see an FSR 2. Let's just see if that tearing still exists. It's not as bad as in FSR 1, but it's still there. It's still noticeable. And look at our frames right now. We're still getting only 51 frames. Like, there's really no big increase here in the more demanding scenes. Just turn this back down to default. So right here we're getting 10 extra frames with FSR 2 on, and it's very light. So maybe it would be worth it to rock FSR 2. Okay, so let's give it a shot. Okay, one thing I want to do before we do that is I can't adjust the screen. I wanted to see I could adjust it to 720. It's about the same. Oh wait, it didn't save. Okay, why did it not save? 1152. Save changes. Ooh. Let's turn this to full screen. Oh, I can't. It doesn't work. Okay, so if I go windowed and then, yeah, that doesn't work. Let's just try this one. Yeah, it scales the screen. There's no point in doing that. Let's just mess around real quick. Let's go to ultra settings, and let's save that, and let's just see how it plays with ultra. So ultra settings, does this look better? The background for sure looks better, and our frames didn't drop by that much, by 3 frames with ultra. Okay, so let's turn that back off and see if it's that noticeable between ultra and high. Honestly, in my opinion, ultra and high are usually pretty much the same. Yeah, that doesn't look that much better. And then we get an extra 3 frames. Okay, so I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna play with FSR 2 on, and if the tearing around the edges gets too bad for me, then I will turn it off. Yeah, I don't mind this. Ooh, Arctic Bear. Oh, you see me dodge that move? Oh. Okay, so FSR 2 is for sure the way to go. What we're going to do is we're going to pause the game here, and we're going to switch over to the other Steam Deck. Alright, Oh my god, already notice a difference. The screen size is automatically smaller, like noticeably smaller, and you can see the black backlight bleeds so bad on this thing. This one doesn't have the edge panel. This is actually the 256 gigabyte Steam Deck, and the noise you're hearing is this fan. Oh my god, my SSD is broken loose. That's not good. Okay, it didn't fall out. That's good. That would corrupt everything. That's the fan. We have to have the fan running on this version because we have this M.2 extension, and it's pretty much the heat shield's gone, so we need this fan pretty much running essentially at all times. Let's put Vibrant Decky on because we got to give it every chance it can get. It's not bad. It's just obviously a lot better. Oh man, we have to start over here. That's all right. That's okay. Let's just mess with these settings real quick because I don't know if it saved it. It's not pulling very much power whatsoever right now. Okay, so very odd. About 3 watts to 4 watts on the GPU right now. And we're getting a steady 60. Okay, I know what's going on here. Oh, we are in a medium preset. That's why. Actually, medium might be the way to go on the OLED version, to be honest, because I couldn't really tell the difference between medium and high. Still lock 60. Our wattage is still our wattage crept up, but we're still getting a solid 60 frames, yo. Actually, the other one was in like 70, 74. Let's go back to town real quick. So it's about the same. Definitely looks better on high. I'm not gonna lie, it looks definitely better on high versus medium. Let's just take a quick look at that difference there. Not a noticeable difference, but we did notice one thing. We were getting about 51 frames on the OLED version and the same scene, and now we are not getting that. So let's do one thing. So I believe we had this set on 10. All right, we'll keep the continuity, and then on high, let's save the changes, and we'll take a look at this one more time. 4950. So we're getting about a frame or two better on the OLED version versus the LCD version, and yeah, there you go. So there is a slight performance increase on the LCD version. Power is pretty much the same. If you are on battery only, going medium settings actually seems like a good idea because we were only sipping on power at medium. We were 80% there, and it was like 1 hour and 15 minutes with what power we had at medium settings, if I believe I'm correct. Oh, the screen size is so much better, yo. Yeah, screen size is, oh my god, it's so nice to have a bigger screen on the OLED FSR2 medium settings, yeah. Still 66 frames, dude, 67 frames in this room. We were only getting 51 on high settings, and then I think you can get away with medium. Look, we're at 70 frames. Oh wow, we're like 80 frames in here. Remember, this is medium settings. Wow. Do I have any skills yet? How do I go to my skills, abilities? Oh, here we go. Oh shit, I'm a bear. 90 frames, yo. 91 frames, oh my god. It does look a lot better at 90 frames, I'm not gonna lie, than it does, like, for me. Like, it looks so smooth right now. 90 versus 60 is like such a huge increase. The question is, how does this look on high settings? That's the question. Okay, so we're on high preset, 70 frames. Still 70 is better than 60, I'm not gonna lie, but honestly, medium preset seemed pretty freaking good. It feels so smooth. Yeah, it just feels smoother with the 90. 90 is the way to go. And honestly, the picture, it's such a small screen, it really doesn't make a huge difference. So 90 frames. So here's what you're doing. You gotta play medium settings on the OLED, 90 frames. That's the way to go. That's the way to go. All right, Diablo, very cool. Runs super. Ooh, I almost forgot a crate. Nice. All right, so before I end this video, I want to talk a little something. I'm talk about this LCD version Steam Deck, and it is all about this new backplate. I don't know if you can see the difference here. Maybe I should turn the lights on. All right, new version. There's this weird rainbow effect from this dead-on shot. I don't know what's going on here, but this is printed completely in one piece. Notice that there is zero seam, no seam, no seam, no seam, no seam, not a single seam on this backplate. This thing was printed on its own, no seam, and it looks amazing if you ask me. Except for, this is the problem when you print things, you can see some irregularities there. Here. This side turned out to be pretty dang good. This side looks really good, but as we move over here, you'll notice it gets really ugly. What had happened is I believe this was the bottom. We printed it at an angle like this, so imagine this is the bottom of the plate. We printed it like this, and this thing got ruined. I had to patch that thing up. It cracked, and this side's all wonky. I thought maybe it was an issue with when this broke, but actually there's a deformity on this side which is making this seam terrible. Surprisingly enough, buttons still work pretty well, and all together everything looks good. It looks really good, so it is very much possible to print this thing solo dolo. You can see the lines right here, they're all angled like this, and this horizontal lines actually makes the Steam Deck stronger. The backplate, I mean, because its breaking point is different now. So this breaking point where it could easily fold because of the seams, now since it's diagonal, its breaking point is actually on an angle now, so it's a little bit stronger than the traditional backplates that I printed. And I'll show you real quick. These ones have horizontal lines going straight across. These lines are still horizontal right here, but here you can see the difference. You'll see lines going diagonally like that. These lines are straight. They go straight. I don't know if you can tell, but they're just straight up and down. This one is diagonal lines, and it did such a better, cleaner print in my opinion. Really like how it turned out, except for this. So what is going to happen? This STL file is still on the works because I kind of messed some stuff. I need to fix this hatch issue. The one I originally created worked out great, but now it's not working very well. That's the reason of the big holdup, is the hatch. Everything else is fine. When it comes to this printing this thing all in one go, I'm gonna actually start printing all of them all in one go. So if you buy a backplate now, they're gonna be printed in one go. But what needs to happen is, I have in my Bamboo Labs printer, it's not enclosed. It can warp. Things can warp in there, and I just know if I put an enclosure on it that I can get a better quality print and less failure rate. Maybe this issue over here won't happen. And definitely doable. But that thing, I have the enclosures. Finally got them. I got them like almost a month ago actually, and I haven't had the time to put them together. So what I'm gonna do is we're gonna do a live stream probably around maybe Saturday afternoon, and we'll do a live stream assembling the Bamboo Lab P1S upgrade for the P1P, and we'll go from there. If you guys want to see me test another game on the LCD versus the OLED Steam Deck, let me know. Clearly in this video, I will say I love the OLED for Diablo. So if you're a big Diablo player and you want to play handheld, the Steam Deck OLED's the way to go, man. It looks so freaking good. But if you have the LCD version, don't not play with it. LCD version, it's a really good experience. But other than that, guys, if you want to take a look at this backplate, I'll actually just go ahead and add it on the website for pre-orders. On the final version, this shouldn't happen right here, but it should more look closer to this edges, which is still not that great. It's not great, but this is what you're paying for. This is as good as I can do right now. I know if I had a resin printer, we could do a lot better in this, But maybe if we sell enough of these, I can justify buying one of those. I'm not really making any money on these anyways, to be honest, at all. The time, especially for materials and time, but it's all in fun, guys. It's all about the fun stuff. It's stupid. It's just my hobby. I'm just having fun. But notice one more thing. You'll notice these prints are different. This one's more ribbed for her pleasure, and this one's smoother. And that's just because the angle it printed, which is pretty cool. All right, guys. Well, thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, leave them in the comments below. If you have a game that you want me to test out, the difference between the two, let me know. Honestly, it's all going to be like screen size preference and, lighting and everything like that. But other than that, guys, thank you so much for watching. I'll catch you on the next one.